I still remember the day my grandmother passed away. It was a sunny afternoon, and I was sitting in my room, staring blankly at the wall, trying to process the news. My grandmother was more than just a relative to me. She was my best friend, my confidante, and my guiding light. As I sat there, feeling lost and alone, my phone suddenly rang, shrill and loud, breaking the silence. I hesitated for a moment before answering it, expecting it to be one of my relatives or friends calling to offer their condolences. But as I said, "Hello," I was met with an eerie silence. I thought it was just a wrong number or a telemarketer, so I hung up. But the phone rang again, and again, and again. Each time, I answered, hoping it was someone I knew. But all I got was silence. It wasn't until the fifth or sixth call that I heard a faint whisper on the other end. It was a soft, raspy voice that sent shivers down my spine. "Hello, dear," the voice said. I froze, my heart racing, as I realized that the voice sounded uncannily like my grandmother's. "Grandma," I stammered, my voice barely above a whisper. The line went dead. I was left standing there, holding the phone, feeling like I'd been punched in the gut. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But deep down, I knew what I heard. The calls continued over the next few days, each time with my grandmother's voice on the other end, whispering strange and ominous things. She'd talk about things that only she and I knew about, things that I'd never shared with anyone else. It was as if she was trying to tell me something, but I had no idea what. The calls started to unnerve me, making me feel like I was losing my grip on reality. I began to avoid answering the phone, fearing what I might hear on the other end. But the calls persisted, always at the most unexpected times. One night, I woke up to the sound of my phone ringing. I groggily reached over to answer it, and as I did, I felt a chill run down my spine. "Hello, dear," my grandmother's voice whispered. "I'm waiting for you." This time, I didn't hang up. I listened, my heart pounding in my chest, as my grandmother's voice grew louder, more urgent. And then, just as suddenly as it had started, the line went dead. I was left sitting in the darkness, my phone still clutched in my hand, wondering what my grandmother was trying to tell me. It wasn't until the next morning, when I received a package in the mail, that I realized the horrifying truth. Inside the package was my grandmother's old phone, the one she'd used when she was alive. As I held it in my hand, I felt a shiver run down my spine. And then, I saw the text message on the screen. "I'm still with you." Suddenly, the phone calls made sense. My grandmother wasn't just calling me from beyond the grave. She was trying to tell me that she was still with me, watching me, waiting for me. I felt a wave of dread wash over me as I realized that I was not alone. My grandmother's spirit was still out there, lingering, waiting for me to join her. And as I stood there, frozen in terror, I knew that I would never be able to escape her calls again.